Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Demaro, and I welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. This episode, obviously, you see, is coming from Key West, Florida, because it's that time of year again where our family gets to spend Thanksgiving. So, appropriately enough, this episode, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving and how people with autism and Asperger's deal with Thanksgiving. Now, the first Thanksgiving was back in 1621, a year after the Pilgrims came to Plymouth and landed on Plymouth, Massachusetts. They came from England. Now, half of the people that came over from Plymouth died on the Mayflower. Now, they had a hard time surviving that first winter. So, in order to give thanks, and the Native Americans did help. In order for them to give thanks, they had a Thanksgiving feast with both the Pilgrims and the Native Americans. Now, Thanksgiving was declared a national holiday, which means a federal holiday too, by President Abraham Lincoln back in the 1860s. Now, ever since then, Thanksgiving has been a holiday that is celebrated every single year. Most commonly, here in the United States, it's celebrated on the fourth Thursday in November. Now, in Canada, it's the second Monday in October. So sometimes you see the Canadian Thanksgiving in October. And their Thanksgiving is on the same day as Columbus Day in the United States. Now, their Thanksgiving is earlier because of the fact it gets darker earlier and not it's not light up there as long. So anyways, now we're talking about Thanksgiving in the United States here. Well, we'll talk about Thanksgiving in Canada too, but mostly we're going to talk about Thanksgiving in the United States. Now, as an autistic person, we tend to get scared of surprises and all, and changes and all. And commonly, family gatherings happen on Thanksgiving because it's a family event. Families come over and have dinner and all. Now, family members might scare you, okay? Well, they don't mean it. And, like, you don't know how to interact with that. Or you don't know how to react to that. You know? Like, you might not see your cousin in, like, 2 or 3 years. And finally they show up for a Thanksgiving dinner. You know? Or something like that. You might be happy, but you don't know how you're going to react. You know? You don't know what to say or what to do, you know? But that's part of Thanksgiving. Now, the word Thanksgiving, part of it is thanks. We have to give thanks on Thanksgiving. See? Now, on Thanksgiving, we're thankful for everything, you know? Now, this year, I am thankful that I have great parents, I have great family members, I have great friends, I have great people that I've worked with, you know. I'm thankful for everybody, you know. I am thankful that Thanksgiving is here because I am thankful. Now, I'm also thankful to be part of a great community called Autism Speaks. Now, I joined their organization last year to be on the committee for the Orlando Walk, but since then I have done 5 walks, 4 of which I was on volunteer for. Well, one of them I was on the committee for. 4 of them I worked, and I'm hoping to work on more next year. I'm very thankful for the people who I've met through Autism Speaks. I'm very thankful for the people who I met through the various committees I have worked with. The Southwest Florida Walk Committee, the Orlando Walk Committee, and the Volusia County Committee. I'm very thankful for that because if it's not for them, they're fighting for the same passion as I have, trying to find a cure for autism, trying to fundraise money to find a cure for autism, do the research, you know. But yeah, I'm very thankful. And I'm very thankful that I met some great people, and hopefully I get a great career out of it starting next year. And next year, do a few more walks. I'm hoping to do the West Palm Beach walk again, but this time volunteer for it and not get sick, like I did this past March. And I'm hoping to add Treasure Coast, which is out towards Port St. Lucie. I'm hoping to add Jacksonville to that list. In addition to doing Tampa and Southwest Florida and Orlando and obviously Volusia County. But I am hoping that in the future I can help start the walks up in Tallahassee and Pensacola and Panama City and even down here in the Florida Keys. And not all of my vacation fun and Thanksgiving is just fun and relax. I'm also going to try to research some parks down here in the Florida Keys, in Key West, pretty much mostly Key West, to find a good park that can suit a walk, because there are some people down here with children that have autism. I spoke to I spoke to a woman and her mom about it, and they were very supportive when I told them about my story. And I told them about how I wanted to start a walk down here in the Keys, and they're very supportive of that too. So, I mean, it's very good. I do get very good support from that. You know, I am I am inspirational. Let's put it that way. You some of the people that I know may not think I'm inspirational, but I am inspirational for being thankful that I'm 27 years old with a bachelor's degree, with a driver's license, with my own home. I'm very thankful to have those things. I know life is not going the way I want it right now, but hopefully that will be better in the coming year. I hope to have a better job. That's why I'm trying to get a job with Autism Speaks, because I think I'd be a great person, a great spokesperson for Autism Speaks, because of my story with Asperger's and all. But we'll see. I know that I did a few videos about bullying and workplace bullying, and with how I've been dealing. But other than that, I've been very thankful to have a job and work with my coworkers at Pizza Planet and Walt Disney World. They are like family to me. I know that I have Autism Speaks too as of my family. And Knights Pals as my family, and the Aspire group over at UCF Card. I'm very thankful for them. I'm very thankful that they have accepted me into their family. All these great clubs and organizations. And also Pioneer Valley Chapter 8 of the North American Families Campers Association, and Canvas Back 157, and I'm very thankful that NAFCA would allow me to form the 183rd chapter down in Orlando. I'm trying to get the word out that there is a new chapter down here in Orlando, Florida, a new camping club. But I am very thankful that I am starting that and I'm having the opportunity to do that. It takes good people to start things. I know it's a little hard, but it is a good thing to get it all started and formed up. And, it takes people like me, you know. That's what keeps the organizations running. That's what keeps the inspiration going. If you have a goal, try to inspiration, you know? Like, I'm trying to find a new job. I know it's real hard, and I'm also trying to get out of pizza plant, and I know that's real hard too. But I'm just thankful I have that job right now, because if I didn't have a job, I'd be broke and probably would not be living down in Florida. And, I'm just very thankful for all the family and friends that I have. You know, I just hope that things do get better within the coming year. And I do hope that the dots connect the line, or the lines connect the dots. I'm hoping that it will come soon. I'm thankful for everything I have right now. I'm thankful that I am able to spend another Thanksgiving with my mom and dad. I am thankful to have my sister and her husband. I am well, they're not here down here, but I am thankful to have them, and I'm also thankful to have my aunts and my cousins all over the country and all over the world, even in Italy. I'm thankful to have them. I'm thankful to have my grandparents who are 84 and 80 years old. I'm very thankful that they are still alive today, because I'm just very thankful to have them. They are great people. My whole family is great, you know. And I know I've grown up in well, not really a large family, but I'm very thankful that a couple of years ago, maybe even 3 years ago, I found that I have lots more cousins out there in this world. So I'm very thankful of the life that I have. Even though it's not going so well, I'm cherishing it. So I'm trying my best to live the best life that I can. You know, I really enjoy my life. And that's what we're all thankful for on Thanksgiving. You have to be thankful for Thanksgiving. You may not, as an autistic person, you might not know what to be thankful for, but just be thankful for the life you have. You'll be fine, you know? Just be thankful that you are living. Just be thankful that you have a family. Just be thankful that you have a home. And if you have a job, be thankful for that too, and the people that you work with. And be thankful for all your friends that you have, because they're there for you know. Anytime you need them, they're there for you, basically. So I'm glad to have all my family and friends and coworkers and Autism Speaks people. I'm very thankful for everybody that I know. I'm thankful to meet a lot of new people this year. You know, it's thanks to this video series, you know, I'm getting new fans from all over the country and all over the world, you know, and they're hearing about my life and the issues that are going on in my life and trying to help you guys out too. It's a great it's a great thing that's going on. I also do beat Mike, but obviously when I do beat Mike, I just do it for the sports. And I do it for the love of the Patriots and the NFL and the sport. I like doing beat Mike. I've been thankful I've been doing that for. This is my 13th season doing that. Where this is my 17th video that I've done for this series, My Life with Asperger's. And it's a great video series. I'm just hoping that somebody will catch on someday, and maybe they'll let me speak at an event, and tell about my story. You know, by doing all these YouTube videos, it's a great thing. I enjoy doing them because I'm thankful to have the fans. I'm thankful that, if it wasn't for that speech that I gave back in September for the kickoff party, you wouldn't see these videos that I've done, that I talk about life. And it's a great thing that I talk about life. If I don't talk about life, then how am I supposed to help you? You know, the people with autism and Asperger's. And for those of you that don't have those things, I'm just trying to help you guys understand what it is. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful I'm teaching you guys that. You know, I know my life is not going so well right now, but I'm hoping that it'll get better. I'm thankful that I'm going to have the opportunity to make it better someday. I'm just hoping that the right opportunity comes. And on that note, I do hope that you have a happy Thanksgiving. And I hope you enjoyed the company of your family and friends on this very special Thanksgiving day. All right. Talk to you later. Have a happy Thanksgiving.